Sports Part 1. Yatna si every summer kopem sen no ngochi beba agudi ho nsem ene de eba weekend na a full of air actions na bebia na games no ekoso ya the results ni na de ba reactions ni de ba Manchester derby no Bruno Fernandes go no egusua make headlines be de ho koma hwe de ekoso ho Man United's comeback uhuni say ye we are not landing derby nanra Tottenham Hotspur fi Arsenal ko share omo ehon sam ni bi ba Sanso na kopiemu awo eye Stamford Bridge Chelsea omo bo ma de omo brem ba one goal e ba ma Chelsea be di hon komo ho now the results etwagu ye enra nyimre of Saudi Arabia na Manchester Barcelona team no wo mo she Madrid no mo je cap no ni na ho sam ye de e ba beso modwumadie no so bibia e kama na otunu say yes na weekend die na emu ode ebi di araho ebi di ani gie de na ho sam na ba ya ba Ghana mo anim sense ma hodo na na ba ye best power Premier League no results ni bia nkoyie ebi koyie ye be remedy ho nkomo Kotoko Royals mu ba kwa na relegation die ya ba hwa ho sam akapa wo show iso Heart of Folk emu ye dene ama adimi ani nkonim ye be kwa chan na se akwa de course o chan na se near the Honson komo bi e de aba and some ne their dogs so do Monday say ya enti na daje eni ho kra ye ba ye the court of the day to jana afei yakofa famous bed in the account and watching no ye ram e onkofo aman so ensem emu. Good morning.
The real sports is here. No, it's caught in no man's land. It's Kastle FM. The Sports King.
Yamana yantoso emfama on Kastle 90.3 FM so Robert Mensah Sports Part 1 ye kaisa message ne fa 0244 743 143 0244 743 143 odo message ne fa oba e ba kenkan e de ama enwa Ghana's performance e wa chan ase no uhu ne say na po ana na bibi kakra wo ma e betima hwe ho asematumi aka na nyina no ye de beto dwa etumi e de ama ye fa in court of the day no and to dwa kaisa no pay show you live on Facebook. Yes, don't forget about that one. A Facebook live into Rama Kastle 90.3 FM. Kastle 90.3 FM Kastle. Now the 90.3 FM no at also on Facebook. So ni demo live. Share be na like my share for comment ne bra. Ni anya making kan na wujumadi so into me emfam anopa de tienie. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Afimu shawabra bono ho shawodie shawo ho no oso na tu anamo a wasa we ye men hwe obi de men ko hwe obi ho asan kwankwaso obi asan hwe ya ube ko feli en so abehwa wode so kakra na wo no betumi aya na wo be ye no na wo betumi ube feli no enu mom ebe ya chense ube kwa akosuasua obi ube kwa akwa obi akwan so atumi sa de akwakoye enye yie na ube kwa akwa feli poto ho afi yen hwe ne yen kati yen quote according to our size enu ano no men ko show obi asan konkosa wasa emebe wi eche no ho konkonko che odi obetumi aye no wa hwe wo pace na plan your life e mo obi nko plan life ne mfa ma ho ene nko hwe obi nso abra abo a obo bi so mfa konkonko kototo de ho wa hwe ya be mistake enti cut your quote according to where ha bo se nya wo size po cloth awo no ti this year yentu su anamo yi e omra nye se uko suosuo obi ye na pese chinchan osu ye bi ba hwe ho a untumi nye ne sisi e ntobo ase ene ne quote of the day no pay ye dey atu dwa no ye for famous birthday tell no e fa ento so maw ene would do better de tienie woni eye Seydou Keita na ne no edi eye birthday na oya former Barcelona player no ofri Mali wanyini ene wanya 43 years na wonim so obobo de ma Sevilla obobo de ma Barca Valencia and Roma oje 14 titles with Barcelona 14 with Barca Seydou Keita na men shada mpena semsa me kai Ghana ne mali game bi na ni brebo sagigigi yenya no kwa no omprepra Ghana for Seydou Keita no ni bobo oginidi of Barcelona 14 titles with Barcelona indicated in the birthday ne ene ya Pablo Zabaleta nso Argentina ni wanya 38 years ne Now here's a letter indicate to me say a letter to when you but yes, you fancy. Oh, Argentina ni about my Spaniel about my Man City, West Ham, a hono koja bonebo, and with Man City, no, a hono most of the trophies, 6 titles with Manchester City. Into Pablo Zabaleta and Sudin the birthday there, and I brand in the other mad head and Wojnemu and a Tottenham for Lucy game to Arsenal or not landing there benimo. When you're 31 years now, a Republic of Ireland ni. Osi aka mpempe de ma Tottenham Hotspur wonyanye hwe wo hono and finally eni Takumi Minamino Japan ni Minamino Liverpool fokofa from Salzburg and koye omotini Cologne to Southampton and afi omejano cry say osina kan wo France edema AS Monaco one Liverpool edgy 3 trophies EPL bako EFL bako and afi FA Cup no so no one wam etumi edge eya bako ntine would do better wouldn't pay for na edu better Takumi Minamino Matt Doherty Pablo Zabaleta and afi Seydou Keita onu am ena edi eya obede and one of and sports presenters no AB Abraham AB and Odini birthday happy birthday nko emfa ema I say omo na mu do birthday no emu especially say educator or bobra ye pa wo the world of football ntine happy birthday and confirm baby a wo bi a won so do birthday no you we so happy birthday. It's 23 minutes past 6 FK Kaya crowd wo dey awramu e won crofo aman so ensem ni mu weekend no na edene Chelsea for akwa wia Mudrik Chelsea for o ma wia Mudrik o mo signs no me do mu Todd Bowley o hu so obi so okoto obi na akoto no enti Mudrik o free Ukraine eba Arsenal no wa be join Chelsea eno na was stadium ho Chelsea share 1 goal eno ko say wo honom nothing there be no Arsenal for you say league table no matwimu for message ne bra from the Classico na endorse ye pa game say 12 that one crofo amans wo no na endorse e mo man Ghana mu and afi and chan tournament I shase enra no mayenya o message no 0244 743 143 0244 743 143 Arsenal for we are na yemfa league no title na ma mo na still yenya nyu babia and Liverpool for sorry for seven no the American Express Stadium no so no fa message ne bra yankon performance so FKK at the hon seminar no at the to drama ye
the real sports is here. No, it's caught in no man's land. It's Murray. Kastle FM. The sports king. The real sports is here. No, it's caught in no man's land. It's Murray. Kastle FM. The sports king. Battle formation. This is the finest. This is the best. The Sports King.
Yeba Concrafo, my son of Fay, I want 7 now FKK, the Atuja, Eddie Amaya, Kaisa will be Remo on Facebook, Kastle 90.3 FM, Kastle, now the 90.3 FM at was on Facebook. We're so on live for Hona, I like in a send for comments, Nebra, na yankin kind and for Mount Enra, near a kwaso, Ghana, yen game against Madagascar, no, Uhunyama say, and league games, you know. And so I idea about so ni nano ne say fa message ne fa brana fe yentimi enken kan ni na wodwumade ne so entimi emfa ma kai say ne Australian Open no and so to me asas here in Australia the world of tennis e honsem no do na enso no the air results from air round 1 and afi fixtures for round 1 or the aka wani nya de baba kai say Vodafone for Adama wukra 1 cedi debia from 5 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. no Vodafone for amount 20 minutes talk time. Now I'm asking my 1 GB of data at the account. No to me at the app bon komo ye pan out to me side their browser. It's but more found back because more than 1 cedi the name to me in touch 1 cedi in touch but Vodafone phone tino ube to me at the bon komo even to other networks you know would tell me ye pa and was saying 1 gig at the account now to me at the app browser ye pa and once over dial star 530 hash star 530 hash unya e bope now to me say yes and yama e kon kan ye pa at the amount Vodafone almost say further together right FKK den semi now at the beba name on Kaisa Classico no and Lewandowski and Pedri and afe Gavi omomi and Sane bo goals ni nyina e de ma e basa e wo mra Abranten de Karim Mustafa Benzema onu etumi ete kanu eya ba kode ma Madrid na Premier League results no ye bobo so atumi say Man City Manchester derby na 2-1 Rashford ni Bruno ne say goal ni ma Man United na City ete ba ko Grealish Brighton Abranten match or share 2 Mra Danny Welbeck making it 3 Emma Liverpool by 3-0 Everton 1 Southampton 2 Nottingham Forest 2 Leicester City 0 and after Wolverhampton Wanderers almost no etumi share 1 West Ham United and so to me anti Brentford 2 Bournemouth 0 Chelsea 1 and other Crystal Palace 0 Akopema Brighton the other Kai Havertz on etumi share go no e de Emma Chelsea e bobo ko no and after Newcastle share ba kwa Fulham to me anti and Arsenal Martin Odegaard on etumi ebomodin e share goal bi na on goal from goalkeeper Hugo Lloris eboama Arsenal etumi edi nkonim table no more 47 points edi kan City at 39 Newcastle at Tosomiensa with 38 and 9 Man United with 38 and after Numno at Tottenham was paired with 33 points so Pierre Liverpool Toson Kono at 28 points and after Chelsea Tosudu and so at 28 points I see on them never former year pam West Ham 18 with 15 points. Everton Tosudunkro with 15. And a Southampton Tratwa on also 15 points. Ewo Premier League. Halana about 21 goals. Hurricane Ashe 15 goals. And so Ewo EPL Nima no so no Enye Fedi Agrokra. Weekend you ko PM La Liga Nima. Atletico Madrid Kobo 1-1 with Aya Ameria and afe Sevilla Fonsu ko Lucy. Wamonsu a game to a hero nyanti. Which means say yes. And Koye and Farmer these two teams are Adia Sevilla for Omuguswa at that tour in the bottom 3 no. Sevilla for Omoka Hubia and to me Ankoye Serie A results no which me say yes Napoli Juve trying 5-1 AC Milan Kobo 2-2 with Lecce Inter Sheba ko Ayadia Verona and to me ante and Lazio Koshe Sassuolo by 2-0 and Atalanta chase Salernitana trying 8-2 Roma Fiorentina Ebon 2 goals Saninano Dybala share goals no Edema Munti Serie A table no so Napoli 47 points Milan 38 Juve Tosomien so 37 and Inter Toso 9 30 7 points and so Serie A nima enye Fedia Grokra wo kopie mo French Ligue nima Lille eche Troye twano 5-1 Marseille Laurent 3-1 and a Lyon Lucy Fie to Aya Strasbourg 2-1 Nako kopie mo eno adanso no PSG ko Lucy 1-0 to Aya Stade Rennais and a Monaco share Aya Ajaccio by 7 goals to Aya 1 and we are French Ligue 1 into table no Abeka just 3 points between PSG and Lyon PSG were 47 and Lens Air 43 Marseille Air 42 Air French Ligue 1 and when only results are uko PM or the major leagues nima e told you I say their Bundesliga ni die yenya ensha see FKK in the next 12 minutes no what the air the reactions from all these games no at the air to the right FKK yeah crowd yeah conquer for my somra
And pay bedroom near the amount of seven the abobo the best one Kastle 90.3 FM Facebook channel so say live Honum Kastle 90.3 FM Boromu na follow show no for comment bra like we are no share na yakoye nim sa kwano so be shen sem na say na ye din sem no e dia abroad dia weekend games no na susu yie pa na nim say Manchester derby eba so sanso na North London derby eno so eba so after games nyina no reactions no eba ye wuramu ne di nyina ma na bra ene Manchester derby no eba wie no e dia papa e friend Pep Guardiola otimi ekasa de faye game no say na ewuro mu a na Manchester United omo ehye go a na controversial in second standing na no ena Roma Pep Guardiola Edison 7 no eba after the game say ewuro mu dia ya dia go no na ogiri sentu aso bebre ewo ntie Pep Guardiola say do see ekasa about sa controversial go enei obi eka ho asem no.
Rashford is in offside, Bruno Fernandes is not offside. The question is intervene or not intervene in the action. When one player for 80 years about shoot and one player is in front of the keeper, no touch the ball, intervene or intervene is disallowed all the time because there. So the situation is, the decision is of course the referees, the VAR. If the influence for Rashford make influence for our central defender and make a line to know it, because otherwise, if no is Bruno Fernandes, we don't stop the line. We follow the action. We don't make offside. We follow the action, and after the action, intervene from Eddie or no intervene. But this is decision in this stadium with the referee and VAR. So and now we cannot do that. What did improve? After concede a goal, the next few minutes we cannot concede the next one, and we were to score. Calm. And this is the most important detail we have to improve. Yes or yes for the future.
Pep Guardiola and all this and nyina de buy ABC and Rashford now or distract Roma and a Bobo from Manchester City won't go keep Ederson. Now so a name Sanchez Mono Abba say no Roma and Yadia Marcus Rashford on the ball final bono into offside. And no Ehun and a Pep Guardiola so I didn't sem Eddie Abban Eric Ten Hag so a kind of Manchester United won't coming back you know a idea next 20 years.
It's a great win, of course, for Man United. For the fans for Man United, I'm really happy for them. And of course, I'm happy for the team that they are able to turn around in a moment in the game where we are really struggling to get pressure on the opponent, to get control in the game. We concede a goal and then fight back. So it's a really compliment for the team that they are able to do that.
Since Eric Ten Hag on a coach at Manchester United or this and 7 by young Quenim, now I am following judging club on also saying Shanghai Brighton 80 channel 3-0 Nano and our club will see where the worst result are obetimi akase na Liverpool for mo ensa etimi aka o se enso ani yie kra na still ontimi enkasa bebre enku nipa enku no ho o so okwanenim na okoye adwuma na afi Liverpool for omo saba back strong no mo ebe wini games aka ni judging club o coach Edima Liverpool or this Sam no Eddie Abba Frank Lampard ukoko rom dia Everton for mo yenhwehan Southampton for form no eba omuko winning 2-1 ewo ye emporu ma Everton for a home na no ena Frank Lampard supporters ni bi etimi tro nyoma de ko ye se papa no ebe ya onko so ho omosi you may have had good times but Everton are in fast decline na se bia no si akan no ebia na o ya de na so coach no ba Everton no emfa ma entempa Everton for omo form enti Frank Lampard ebe ya onja hoko eno na supporters ni ba Frank Lampard so ojiri se nei off-road noise no nese supporters ne nsam na omo keka de omo ye no enya de ebe distract Everton for osesoro omo konkoden na omo so eba back na omo ekodi nkunim ewo sa kwa no so yenko enra North London derby eba so Tottenham Hotspur omo ni Arsenal na de buani na after game no na Arsenal for win 2-0 two first half goals omo share no enwa no omo kura mo e de ekwan papa ye friend Antonio Conte o se Arsenal for ekere sampa Premier League no de ntu omo elidi no omo quality no ekere no omo ni City for and almost Premier League no betimi age.
But about the performance, and I'm not disappointed. No, I'm not disappointed because we knew that the game will be really difficult because Arsenal is a really strong team, and also tonight showed that they deserve to stay at the top of the league. They deserve to be the title contenders in my opinion, Arsenal and City are the only two teams that can fight for the Premier League in this season. At the same time, I'm a bit disappointed for the way, for the lost.
Yes, it's Antonio Conte saying a boy for ye pa or Jim Kugoni Tuma and ye name or so Basna, a team no Abaso or the City account say ban Premier League in India. Omumbienu na achire so mo e contende se baako ebetimi age look sure or say too early say na United for metimi adwene ho se Premier League no mo kosan obi aho akwa je osin kunim na ba e de na so so mo building upon it na from mutimi etoa so na consistently san kunim no etimi etoa so e de eba ema mo abranti e fre na Ruta Marsh unim se nra ono enema edi eye boboko a ene ewuro mo a osi akan de ma Hoffenheim na o hwe ni mu se na oba besi akan ediama one of the Premier League side and the Albanese elite almost say ya kan brantia no na brantia ni say ne nani ji hu ye say ne elite for timi aba so mo eba be fa no na uhwe Lucia Marsh na abrantia no owura mu etimi edi nkunim ema na eboboko a ye from elite say na bibia betimi akonkan ediama mo na sansem no enchiremu bebre no ye de beba na nim say papa friend Stefano Pioli oye AC Milan for coach or the same dia Barca Lecce emra mo de bo ani ekoye 2-2 no na ene nyoma mu aye din ediama no se consistently nya dia result no eko edi ama AC Milan na nyina mo no o se Milan for etimi kom anu tuma oni so mo kasa bebre yesa ebe distract o mo panti o mo nya din na afọ mo konkoden enko mo nim Chelsea for o mo timi ya branch e frene Mikhailo Mudryk yi kire ye supporters na emra omene Crystal Palace edi ball no eba besi ani na 88 million pounds eno ni sika epie mu ema branch no na de ba ye ene say after the game no papa e friend e Grand Porter kasa ye signing so mo ya branch e friend e Benoit ye Badiashile ofi Monaco ene ba yo start ye edi Manchester obono modern papa e friend Grand Porter bonaba so wie ye and also Mudryk and the signing great.
The turnaround from Thursday night to today was really big, so that was a bit of the consideration. And you can see his qualities. He passes the ball well. When he needed to head it out, he did. It's obviously adapting to the Premier League, and that's going to take a bit of time. And he's a young player, so I think he'll get better and better. But the first game's very positive. Well, I think you're never surprised in the transfer window because things happen sometimes like you don't expect them to happen. But in terms of what he brings, he's a young player with a big future, exciting, 1v1, direct, attacks the back line, can go in wide areas but also affects the goal. So really exciting player. I think our supporters will really like him.
Yes, until Romo said your home ensem SC Etieno and I Diablo Grand Porter and I know what me win or bread and so 1-0 no na enough Kai Harvard go no boy no at the match so benya 3 matches 1 point. Niam call Mikel Arteta and also Kastle see victory munyo over Tottenham no na eyade na eso ani ye papa panti ani je ho.
I'm very happy for two reasons. One, because I saw a team with a lot of courage, determination, quality and that really wanted it today to come here and win the game. And the other one because we have a job where we are really privileged that we can make a lot of people happy, and when you have this opportunity you have to try to do it. So the enjoyment just sharing the victory with the fans, it was a great feeling, and then everything that we do, all the suffering hours of work, sometimes it makes a lot of sense when you have moments like this. It's great, and going in the dressing room and just feeling the joy and the togetherness around the team and how much it meant for them, it's special. And we know that we are here because the way we play, the way we behave, the way we are, and the way we live together, and the unity that we have. So we must not forget that, because tomorrow we have to try to do exactly the same, and the next day to try to carry on the form that.
Yes, Papa Friend Mikel Arteta no this answer me try to said the abo mo eye ekro ye sanso ene gidi omonya ewo mumu eno any performance papa de omo akwakodo ni so mu refi na afi omo mo timi omo de so omo to aso na ade achi omo koso eye adwuma Mitrovic oko share penalty emra Fulham omo to a Newcastle omo de boy ni na sa penalty no boy ene sa ball ni na na se onya 2 kicks ansa na ekoto atram ne no ena referee ogina mu etimi edisala go no na no na ruo mo a edi ha o ekọ ginman Newcastle no se no na de 10 point edima Newcastle na omutimi back Alexander Isak ebeshe the only goal di mo ewini ento oboni team no abaso papa efe ne Carlo Ancelotti osi enra ebi mo keka se Madrid for omugu omu animu ase na ogi tuma enye ye osi embo basafo abaso basafo ye dwumaden omuma game no eye den edi maye Real Madrid for no ena mo etimi edi nkunu oso accept se Madrid for mo ewo difficult moment oso ye adwuma na for the club no eba back ntie ne ye no ne nsam Ancelotti edi eba Sergio Busquets ɔso ɔbɔ abrante a yɛfrɛ no Gavi abaso ɔsɛ ɔyɛ animal abrante no ne mmɔdemmɔ no ɛwɔ soro ne abrante Sergio Busquets ɛde sansam no bae na Roma papa ɛfrɛ no Lothar Matthäus ɔretena sɛ ɔno ankasa ne former club ne ɔyɛ panyini ɛde ma ɔmo Bayern Munchen ɛmbra Roma ɔmo ɛkɔbɔ yɛ friendly game na game no ɛkɔ so no hwɛ Thomas Muller no ɔbɔ asae force 9 na ɛsɛ striking role no ɔno na ɛbɔ ɛde ma yɛ Bayern ɛmbra friendly game ɔmo ne Salzburg de bɔ ne yɛ 4-4 abrante na anya adeɛ Lothar Matthäus ɔto warning we yɛ friendly warning ɛde ma ko Julian Nagelsmann sɛ man ndandwene ho sɛ wa susu sɛ abrante ɛfɛ na ɛyɛ mpo Muller no ɔbɛbɔ no force 9 a ɔnsesa na adwene ni ya ɛnyɛ sa Bayern fo ɔmo aso ebetimi ayɛ hye Diego Simeone still Atletico Madrid ɔmo drop a point biem na wɔsɛ yɛ ade ha adwene yie papa na emom ɛwɔsɛ otimi yɛ adwuma na team no still won goals no etimi efruntu ɔka kyɛ supporters no sɛ femodin ɔmo ka ɔmo anutum na afesre ɔmo support yɛ club no nkumdie no betimi ahyase ɛde aba ebegyina so na ɛde nsɛm no ɛde asi ya na afe wuro mu a discussions no nyina etimi atoa so on Kastle 90.3 FM.
The real sports is here. Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Mane! Kastle FM. The sports king. The real sports is here. Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Mane! Kastle FM. The sports king.
Yamrana fe yanshan komana semfama on Kastle 90.3 FM. So make our sound pay show no air live on Facebook. The show is live on Facebook. Kastle 90.3 FM. Kastle. Now the 90.3 FM no to me Eddie Atwaso on Facebook. We show no live ewo like and share for comment ne bra na yen to me enken kan nyina emfama ewo eye dwumadie no so na ye hwese de niema enso efa etie right ebeja format na si quickly na fe ewura nsem ni mu but kai say do message na 0244 743143 0244 743143 odo message ne fa oba be kenkan nyina to me Eddie ama ewo dwumadie no so bibia aye kama pabia format na says 44 minutes past 6 kai say show ni live on Facebook right ebi mama mo akwa ba bibia e bokwa no pa die
this will be there
yeah the radio se bebre pa yeah the radio se weekend so koye
yeah sure okoye ankasa
now good morning
yeah Ruby morning
bibia kama die
Yankopon na dum ebi no say wishing happy birthday
and happy for ebi you bia nim say ebi happy birthday wo ho say ebu akem wo gidi mo recent performance nye mo de gidi basa agumani ma ase
your wish producer happy
basa agumani ma so za ba enro de wo de wansi ha wo hyeda mo sa mimi fie hwe wo ba de mfie Osman
Miss Ruby
mi twa salute why mo dia obi ana mo mpre ho
wo si se wa ka United
memra ho kakra na
ya ba je wo na samro nya ho sese na na nantu bom te ba ya ba je wo
Asemanga ono na
Miss Ruby
yeah
ma was ayen no obotu eka
hwa mo no
Chelsea fo
Drake
ma was ayen no obotu eka
me say Todd Bowley no onim the left right center ote so obi hia obi ano mu de eche who is even making the signings why coach na Todd Bowley.
No, but I don't know, but I think the guy is a good player.
Okay.
About both Chelsea and Kasa. But the thing is, actually, the young chaps now with Chelsea now, what does maybe in the summer, you been a lot of players at Chelsea with now why. But for me name the direction at Chelsea say what now will move. But this now the fifth sign at Chelsea with why in the winter transfer. Then it means that there is a major problem opera want to now one solve. But actually, scan now ask now which I'm a boy a week, £35,000 a week. Now Chelsea is paying almost about £200,000 a week for the boy. The presentation I'm ready boy and Mr. B actually facial expressions, actually demeanor. I don't know, but I think it is part of the game. I kind of for that was the Konya we learned from all the hands of Tottenham. And this way to we continue the same way. But then what to was signing a bond, way to my cap off with a victory what to Monia against all Crystal Palace, which I think obviously or a good was in my Chelsea for no. But in the we want to see the clear path that Chelsea want to move in terms of the direction. No? Because they keep on signing and then all right, maybe they want to salvage their season to me. Actually, why was that called and Miss Ruby?
Okay, me da sibe pa. Jonas Kenny, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Bibia come on.
Bibia fine also.
Nyame adom bibia boko pa. Right, and a Monday and some the doors into bedroom quickly. Now I said the nyama esi fatie. Relegation zone no. Emo areho. Now this weekend game ba kwa. Ema me reho pa ye Everton game no. na Osman unim say Emra Everton lead by 1 goal to 0. Onana say goal Onana. So at the half time Emra mo call back to dressing room. Man no mobo. Oh Nana, what's your name? Oh Nana, what's your name? Yeah, we are fine. That I say, oh Nana, no, Ajiegu. It was very sad. Player number 10, Anthony Gordon. I didn't be say, oh, me create chance for Everton to score. No, and we trama what pro score ball to. It was so sad for Everton. Me share ball na me bumu nyana me su Lampard. Oya who share nenye. But you know no, yen shy so big games ne Osman. Brighton. Omu go Liverpool ni ma say. O tie commentator na. Or say Brighton ruthless, Liverpool toothless. Nothing. Na no bet my game no more. Yes, of course. Yanku yanim.
Yes, me should be on a point. Mamanda was Sibio na yama native funyina cover from a Kastle 90.3 FM. And then me just that one na and opo to more kwejuma because obviously it's a new week into no obiara to na oba one obo to mako. Idan comfort na kama work kwejuma and answer the bimusu wofia wotum na one monitor. One shot wotum wote from their mobile phones and account. Various offices across Cape Coast are they. Eko UCC, Eko CCT campuses na. Oyaza me just them comfortum na wote especially to central administration was wotum monitor had they pants no. And appear to me mo bibia akwa ba Kastle 90.3. Yan so you put a room of Facebook na yan share na YouTube na yan show no to mon konka no. A room of Facebook I bottom national so there Kastle 90.3 FM. Kastle no start with K or mention so a like and share page na to some more comments we to no but them to make phone messages about to na yan be as soon as we to na YFA. Which be for me weekend it was a very very good weekend. Maybe the only blip was the Abuja the Black Galaxies what to Mokolusi game or hono. But then for me in terms of club football no many to more J because the sort of and anticipations are not to make sure nyama bo mapodo kodo ni nyina no oyaza mun so to mo kan wo ho first match otumo kodo another be second match otumo kodo in the weekend you know the Amex Stadium hono was Brighton and Hooves Albion against Liverpool make part the Saturday yotumo here the pre-match you know make the team botumo win the 3 maximum points now obviously I would go in for club of here Brighton not just because of anything but Liverpool this season when way too much and how much inconsistent they are when it comes to their performance in the Liverpool for one defenders you know and then the midfield you know oyaza nyamon koyi on from one cry it is very easy for so what any other team bia obotum na wa capture the midfield of Liverpool for no in the Isabella Moise Casedo McAllister after World Cup no otum na obone first Premier League match was more Brighton and Hooves now they virtually had a field day. In the likes of Fabinho, Thiago Alcantara, the likes of Jordan Henderson. Which they couldn't get the antidote to stop these two guys from doing their major work. No? Because anytime when you have two holding midfielders now, you expect they are going to pin them into their own back half. They want to now one defend baby, but these guys either they were defending or trying to even attacking way to now conquer. And then Liverpool didn't have any answer to them. Yeah, Intervention when they start the ball from the back. Make Saturday day the way the Brighton Hooves have been team to number one ball. It makes it difficult for team Asian be able to make now bonnetum na aje possession if wins him because once they start from the back they have pacey wingers and then wing backs are once what to move baby Intervention Brent from Estupinan and then Grosser anytime behind they would try to join the midfield you know especially on the offensive parts you know then they would always be putting that numbers you know what we call the overloads you know on one opponent you know Intervention Liverpool Brent from Trent Alexander-Arnold and the Roberts now for me it was one of those bad games I'm who the team now what this season way because anytime na attack want to be these guys were found wanting make board them playing this one Carlo Mitoma there it's one play bia now I think most of the big guys would be would try to put their focus on that guy because a corner ball enough for that the confidence level to was and how would now are very direct as the ball was in shower means should be on through and then countless occasions on Trent Alexander-Arnold down battles another competition or as I know to now was and then I went off from Trent Alexander-Arnold couldn't do anything about it. Now once they get into the midfielders will to one passes now me should be I only want them put into nine so the match for me was my best performance for that day no. In as much as Otumo shot 2 goals no. But if you look at his general contribution to the team, Omar Brent from Joe Matip and then Konaton, they look like ordinary players. And all the baby no, I can't want more for that. We'll be even to Liverpool for one team no. No, yeah, very simple for them. Until the first half no 0-0, second half when they came back no, I thought the Liverpool with all their star men in your team why be different. But unfortunately for Liverpool team no, this season need to make prove actually in there. Jacking Club Nankason on said that whatever he's doing with his team. Because if you are looking for additions, you've gotten it. you might want to blame injuries for some of the problems, But from a Liverpool team where with the quality of if you compare it to what Manchester City they've done since 2014 coming upwards till now, I want to see Liverpool be able to compete well. And then anytime Jurgen Klopp was started or kasa now, probably about to know what jettison shape, about to now where Judgment was at one we move out. But for me, I would never want to agree with him. And on Saturday, it was just a game I at Brighton and Hoops, they just knew what they wanted to do. Into no me catch there is a certain youngster from Ivan Ferguson. Leandro Trossard is one of those players at this season where ball wa Boza Moye and Brighton for now. But because of disciplinary issues in tonight, that would now what benching was in the fit team. But that ball on the to my boy, any contribution in the game was very good. Other baby, I thought that he could have even gotten a goal. But in terms of inexperience and some of the problems, 1 or 2 on his side went to Man Konkano, and that was what we saw him there. Otumna when I went to not one born. But then Shegola, I went off on Danny Webber to Moshe. I called to more for as a ball as a far Joe Gomez no do. And Kulo to more slotted ball into the net, and then Alison Baker went to my Yeshi and fan phone. Now Liverpool team no, maybe I went to the way the miss I don't know. But for me, the make a team not saying to me Shagosa. Because other baby not you would always want to rely on Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane. Now Sadio Mane is not part of the team again. And I feel about him watch the reason why most of us we thought today, Sadio Mane, all for Liverpool team has been their major contributing factor to their states now. Because as a ringer, anytime Bian, you would find him in the midfielder. Automobile midfielders were very solid. Now nobody is helping them. Cody Gapo try and I bet sure confidence level on that news because too much is a wide richness for Liverpool. It has been a lose for them. And so this time around, Jurgen Klopp would probably have to get into the mindset of neighbors, because one shiny makes some more tomorrow. It be another sister Chelsea for no. But Obedu Baby will now come back to be talking about Liverpool for one season. So Liverpool want to qualify and Champions League next season now. Honestly, it wouldn't be good for the English teams over to work on anymore. And so kudos to Papa from Roberto De Zerbi. I couldn't more for that using the same blueprint. Graham Potter to now Ojen Wechino. What was I doing for fair boys singing? Everybody is doing very well. Everybody, many player well, Brighton and Hoops and the market and performance in the shutdown Konkan. But Chelsea boy, the central defensive pair on ye, a renter offering or ye, Danko Bono, another interesting player. For me, maybe next season now Chelsea is trying to buy youngsters. Maybe next they will try to integrate him and be part of the team. No, so no wasn't point as well to Konkan. Mr. Biambo or Brighton who's one about day. I can't wait for that this season with big teams in Nano. What to watch Chelsea, wait to watch Arsenal in the EFL Cup, wait to watch Liverpool in the Premiership. And I think Manchester United will to watch Manchester United. Manchester City they lost away, but then performance I wouldn't know. No, as well to know Konkan. Kudos to Brighton who's had been. I can't wait to watch for that. This season one boy in the EPL. Mr. I don't call the North London Derby. I want to issue singing in under to more quay. For me, make a part of Saturday years in Koma Wahade. One thing I make in the if you look at history, Arsenal walk away. Okonya Wadama Stadium Honam. Clearly, ABR from 2013 to 2014 season, I will win a match. From that time until now, 1-1 Kosha Tottenham, 1 backyard. And if you look at that my history now, you might want to go in for Tottenham win or another ABR. Best result will be draw for Arsenal. But if you look at the team performance, another issue, the club from Arsenal, what was it now? Or honestly, you wouldn't be sure that Tottenham football was Arsenal because that was where my problem was. Until I wanted to see the balance. These two teams in now, no to now. Why question now? Why why? From the onset, Obi Oshebo Bia will tell you there. Tottenham as a team, honestly, they are not really good because Odu baby, I really thought today. So if you pick up the department of the game, maybe from the goalkeeping department, I share the defensive department, the midfield, and then the attackers. Now, maybe you might want to talk about the attackers. They can do the job because all the baby at this season, a lot of times, Tottenham one ball but about actually and maybe game, maybe 1 or 2 chances be Hurricane, but to my about to know maybe I saw human, but my man can't brilliance but this is one of those worst performances for the Tottenham team but the coach for now performance conquer one ball home buzzing until they ever share the likes of Christian Romero, Diamo, and Glemo. These are players that for me this season they've been so much average, especially Christian Romero. This is a guy from Atlanta. We saw him tomorrow coming to Tottenham team way. What has he done? In the World Cup with Argentina, we saw his exploit. So what is wrong with the Tottenham team? And this is where for me I wanted to see. And then I was looking for something there. Oh, the baby, we are going to want to compare the midfield of Abrento for Papi Sao to one in the first start for Tottenham Fono, and then Pierre Hoybemu, and then us against Granit Xhaka and then Thomas Partey. And then for the very first time, Arteta went in for 3-man midfield. Into the guy about drop back can these two guys no because they knew the Tottenham midfielders Wanyazi, and then they would try to use a lot from the flanks, and then once you give Harry Kane more chance and opportunity, they want to money the ball they are going to try to harm the Arsenal defenders, So once they captured the midfield, it was just very good. And then I think psychologically, Tottenham they also undid themselves. All the baby na party started game, Ojibo be a no be started there or boo party. And I said something very simple there. When you take him to your midfield, when you want to watch 1 hour one, so why once you try to intimidate that player, let's say I'm preventing him from doing whatever he wants to do. Not so when you know opportunity about him now striker, then he's going to be punishing you. Into the baby, now the party was getting a full day. Look at the corner first going to mobile. Party nearly lost that ball, and then Otum no that control, pass, and then we are moving forward, and then Bukayo Saka to Mokodo, and then they are Kadamasa in the World Cup. Other baby, not England from field there. The weakest link within the French national team, obviously, so Hugo Lloris. I honestly disagreed with them, but now they are proving to us that Papa Nankasa and Odusebia on to Tottenham team. This season, when ni blenders and other mistakes are way to Moyano, way to more cost Tottenham almost about 12 points this season. But sometimes you need to save your team. But I cannot more further consider a goal. No, Mr. Dambo is to mention you can just parry it off and don't to no unconem. But unfortunately for him, not too much one nation in Natima. First goal. Once that control to more it was very good for them. And it was two sides of the two teams that more bueno. Arsenal in any match we will try to get the first goal in the first half. Tottenham most of their wins would come in the second half. In this Arsenal to match to go now. Just imagine how they were going to also continue to watch now. For me, it was very good for Arsenal. Then the second goal of the guy to more boy again, they will give them a lot of space to operate. Into once the boys are trying to enjoy, they will bring Tottenham team back into their own defenders, another their own defensive department, and then a lot of space. And then from the long range shot to more boy, it was again very good for the Arsenal team. Second half of I thought Tottenham could do something, but once they tried to string the passes together, and they realized because as a unit, Arsenal was doing very well. And kudos to Aaron Ramsdale. All the baby, I think he was the man or two now. Arsenal team looked very solid. Because 1 or 2 chances Otumo Ben, Tottenham could have buried it. But by the kind brilliance of the guy, Otumo Bon was now, Otum now make that man save, and then Otum not wabo Arsenal team. And to me should be Arsenal now and say, Arsenal supporter. You might be so happy the team in the stage that Otum now we do or as Otum now I like the composure of the whole team. If you want to see the mentality monster of the Arsenal team now, we should look at when another was a goal, I can't work for the jubilate. The moment they jubilate, one was around one who and then the pep talk will continue, and then they will talk about it. For me, Partey had a very good performance. Almost all the guys in they were just superb. But something, it is a long way to go. Okay. For me, I believe this will watch Manchester City, Manchester United. It will send a very strong signal that they can do the job. But then with additions, because in too many additions, I find team now. Should be Arsenal for and then hoping there over the weekend against Manchester United we are going to see another scintillating performance over to now. All right,
Arsenal are still on top of the Premier League table, and Utumu say yes. One more 8 points gap, and Omodiama second place Manchester City. Yanko Manchester Derby nimu yanko kakra ne hwede October. Man United, Man City, Man U for back. Yes, it's a car bad down, man. You are cheaper around about 25 cities. My show me 1-0. No, man, who may be a mama man I just say, man, you better take cano a share. Ebby, what do you young?
Say you put in our kitchen.
Oh, so there's a amount for Mamma Obed Crawford 25 Ghana about Osro. I send a man you there or bad better cabashe. Na man you better can I say it's yes game the kakrana I had your course so honum relegation battle no I'm running Tanzania Monday I am not boss credit table no to Facebook na tie for else one I have for hu ne course so EP on say yem sure Manchester Derby ni kakra
that was na me send chain native game lunchtime Saturday
Kastle FM 90.3 I was one of the blending tradition with style United in portion for betting now I the comeback and he said Saturday no native from back here
I said say I'll go in for a double chance for team our friend or Manchester City. Though na United were on form, they were doing everything right, but I still felt like Manchester City team, no, they had something extra there what they can hook a crib with team now. Then while far Ozama or team our friend or Manchester City. We'll be fast forward into the game. What the lineup number 2 going? Most of the United fans echo social media and the one you now work because we had Luke Shaw, not horrible, or how do you call it? The left-sided centre back. We had Tyra Malasia playing as the left back, and Abrenta Ofen Aaron Wan-Bissaka playing as the right back. This is your second string players are wearing. Warren Bobon was my Manchester United, with the exception of Rafael Varane and Luke Shaw Waka the back five. These parents, that is Tyra Malasia and Abrenta Ofen how do you call it? Aaron Wan-Bissaka. They are second options. Midfield now, it is just the usual midfield three. Team was starting game, but Eric Ten Hag has to be Saturday night. I predicted that I am foreseeing no use Brent often Fred just to track the runs of Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield. And yes, indeed, or the Fred debut game alongside Brent often Casemiro and on Christian Eriksen, thereby pushing Bruno Fernandes to the right side of United attack. No, or drop it Brent often Anthony in the first half of the game. Manchester United ball no dey with Man City more boy. You know in City there no ball he always be obenya ball no. You Manchester City more ball no be. But clear cut chances I know game ni it was going in favor of our team our friend Manchester United. Ni nyina no offer Abrenta our friend Marcus Rashford. Naga Otina ball na Ederson snatch ball no. Another ball now and Abrenta our friend how do you call it? Abrenta our friend Manuel Akanji wa clear ball no off the line So all the clear cut chances ni no. Na Abrenta our friend all the clear cut chances in na Abrenta our friend Marcus Rashford and na chances no Okokozi in same but fast forward into the second half of the game, then Pep Guardiola started to also pressure them or Eric Ten Hag. Surprisingly, at the 60th minute, after the second half, United have only 20% of the ball, and Manchester City waiting about 80%. That clearly shows you how good Man City are with the ball at their feet. He made changes. Jack Grealish came into the game. In less than 5 minutes, and Jack Grealish, Otimina, Osborne is there. Ozi 2 net. But after some few minutes, that is where controversies in started. Say, Enembe Yajuna, Bono Koto net. The moment Casemiro Obo Bono, I felt like this ball was an offside. Because in actually the position of Rashford now, he was way beyond Akanji or friend Nathan Ake. And the moment to move I said that this body, I think will rule go offside. But upon consultation, and the reason they gave the goal was it was a subjective matter, not factual matter. And I'm here to understand what they mean because they feel like in terms of their offside rule, Rashford was offside, but per the referee no understanding that Rashford didn't interfere with either Akanji no Ozinechi and Abona no Oroli into the part of Ederson. But Obiowechi Biazu there, Rashford when the ball was actually moving, Rashford was also running.
He was running so, very close to the ball.
Close to the ball. Into him never could interference. Every explanation. I didn't hear referees in Penny Free because a subjective matter.
That was around 11. Some of the former EPL referees, they were on Sky.
Yes,
still,
and Demo Calaga. Still, there's no explanation behind between TBIN referees be a new business with match here because interference. We know that the moment Obi Shegompo and Obi pass in a bit we term that one as interference. But one now cross now Rashford running. Block the run of Ake and Akanji. Still, they are saying that it's not offside. We are going to give the referee the benefit of the doubt, and we are still waiting for the verdict. And Penufranka Sawaba, what about to you gonna yati as well. Fast forward, Alejandro Garnacho came into the game. Sometimes when you have direct wingers or Wapa, that is why I like a bench of an Gabriel Martinelli. He's so direct when he has the ball. Nyama no but dan the ball no wako pass with you no. Ojibona he's coming at you. That is adia no cause a work problem with you. The moment Alejandro Garnacho came into the game, Garnacho Jibona no dey shaka work no do.
it was 3 times and a Ganacho o take ball no and a Kawaka on. Obi am the Kawaka is a Percy right back on Obitim was stop any threat coming. But Alejandro Ganacho showed him that no, I'm too direct for you. I'm too electric and too pacey for Abrenta Orphan Oya Kawaka. And he made the assist for Oya Marcus Rashford. Thereby Marcus Rashford scoring the winning goal for Manchester United and completing the comeback. Rashford for now no waiting the first player after 1963 waiting watching in 9 consecutive games for Manchester United. No form no or Suri Ankasa. But Eric Ten Hag and on the boys no. After commenter Bruno passing, I'm beginning to believe there. Some way back after I say Alex Ferguson, this is the proper Manchester United team. Because it's a Bruno explanation of the banner. Us now we play as a team. But back then we were playing as individuals. And another ball. And today, say how our United players while jelly together. When you know we win, I know I come away high five now. It's a clear sign that the team is moving in the right direction. But I always insist the Manchester United team onye ye. So don't be deceived there. Team now maybe you are going to challenge for the EPL or something like that. Yes, you are 9 points behind our team our friend Arsenal. 9 points is 3 games, and we know in the EPL anything can happen. You are 9 points behind Arsenal. But I wouldn't want United fan to be carried away. The challenge for the EPL title or any other trophy. Maybe the EFL will be the legit one team will challenge. But as the way things are moving today, I see Manchester United at least cementing the 4th place or the 3rd place okay. For the Champions League. But
right, boy, here for one to so boy, Rashford and
yes,
boy.
Rashford.
What's it? What
interfere? For born no. As there is no interference.
Meaning, as a Wenger no fair fingertips Arsenal 20. Omo mani se go no.
Wenger krone bia England.
Only right, a quick comment on the bottom 3 no.
Yes,
West Ham United.
Everton.
Teams,
Everton
I just don't understand.
Yeah, Miss Ruby, quick one. Now, Southampton, I start to Southampton. Now, you name there, Ralph Racing Hotel. Nobody's born in Shadow and Sweeney because Southampton, per their standard, and the players are okay tena. You back there where quality and Kasan ordered by now in the Southampton, the mid table was what team no wedding. Will be. But fast forward was Saki oil opinion our friend oil Ralph Housing Hotel. Emma Ofiho and a walk of fire, Papa friend Oye Jones wedding baby shim. But Jones Ben in Yaman Shadanya then, unfair man. Surprisingly, Jones new wins so and he's getting the wins in the cup matches. Either in the EFL or the FA Cup. And Onya wins in El Honum. Yenina Beke last week was Manchester City. But the week before no, anyway to Marco Oye the Selhurst Park Aqua Crystal Palace by 2-1. El Honum to new wins already Yenina is in the cup. And that is why you find Southampton there. Actually, their defensive partnership now. Due Kalitaka and our very own Mohamed Salisu. No, we say these players per Southampton level, no, they are quality for them. Actually, their left back position now. Their right back, we have Ka or Capites, you Peru on the left back position. These are proper players. I'll be too wide and Wabo. Romeo Lamia at the central defensive midfielder Honum. Amadou Diallo too is there. Ebenya James Ward-Prowse, Shea Adams. These players are good players. So what is happening to our team, our friend Southampton? Nobody knows. Maybe Nathan Jones beat him assistant and Sano Kakra. Maybe a Southampton team may move from the lower half of the table now with team now we prepare. They were minus 17 goals, which means Gavin Bazunu or the Ponum go no. Boni Alpha Salisu no ne Kalita Kan na hopeche the boni go. The way they are conceding, this is not the Southampton and then I expect at the start of the season they be. Fast forward to a team of friend Everton. Surprisingly, I'm sure this season you might see Everton getting relegated for the very first time. Last season, it nearly happened. It took a win against Crystal Palace, a last-minute goal from Abrenta Orphan Calvert-Lewin. And Everton waiting for the survivor or the EP in the EPL no. I would push it down a team. No, what team what the quick. Instead this season so I at least after signing Onana, Idris Agana coming back, Anthony Gordon not moving to Chelsea, and Calvert-Lewin returning from injury, bringing in Tarkowski no Connor Cody. We felt that Everton at least mid table will be okay for them, upper mid table will be okay for them. But it looks like Frank Lampard, he's not that coach na be team the Everton don't have. Yes, they also have their crisis with their board and one in Penimfono, one in the be a warrior. But performance on the pitch then Everton ababon or page. Everton are not playing well. Everton are not scoring. They are not defending well. You have Tarkowski, you have Abrentov and Kono Kedi, but you cannot defend. In your midfield, you have Onana, you have Idris Aganagi. Still, born team then or penetrate the midfield. So what is Everton really doing now? They find themselves at the 19th position of the table. Maybe Frank Lampard, I'm beginning to believe there. On that top level, no. On Steve Gerrard, they are just not there. They were good footballers, but if you are coaching, on your age, they might end up like maybe a guy Neville. So you should just go and allow some people to also come and make sure the team will avoid Everton with team survive.
Right.
You move ahead, Kaka.
And they're surprising. West Ham United.
West Ham United.
Relegation zone
with 15 points.
The team last year
was season, challenging for top 4.
European football, Europa
League. Last season, West Ham was challenging for offering a Champions League football. It took the last 3 weeks of the EP when West Ham started or drop point. My United didn't have before Europa League. So it was the last day of the year of the calendar year. No, and United to me the 70 the Europa League. It was between one and West Ham. And United to me the 70 Europa League. I will push West Ham to go and play in the Conference League. So what is happening to our team West Ham? You have Pablo Fornals, Gerard Bowen is there. Akwakofa Oyes Kamaka Abba, or Declan Rice. I was in 200 million. I'm waiting to see if Chelsea are going to pay that money. No, the Akwakofa Brentina. You have Cresswell there. You have Abrentov and Kezuma. You have Fabianski imposed. Your backup goalkeeper Alphonse Areola is also there. So what is happening to this team? Is it that David Moyes and Ninya Mori and the team's name and other players are fed up with a bit defensive setup now? David Moyes or using another players no one team one bobono. These are 3 questions all the Yebisa. Because in the relegation zone there, and at least no disrespect to Abia Nottingham Forest. But Nottingham Forest and Kodo. But the Nottingham Forest are somewhere at the 13th position. 12th, 13th position. I want Nottingham Forest that is here. I waiting we push West Ham. What one now call to the 18th position. Ruby, I don't think West Ham players are giving their all. Because in the middle of the park, Declan Rice, stayed in the park now. For him, he will have a good game. But the entire team won't team in a good game. Actually, they are left back now. Cresswell will have a very good game. But entire team na didn't fa. Zuma is having a good game. But entire team na didn't fa. But Trepe anyway concede against Brentford. Actually goes West Ham concede here. It was very, 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 very poor. Defensive blunders, midfielders no pass ball now and we lose ball no. Said Ben Rama ball now. Operation I don't know any point be operation be man say why she go no. Operation chance we lay ball now either Antonio or Skamaka no with match go, which is very bad on their part. But David Moyes in the last press meeting no that's more can there. They were challenging for the Europa League last season. So what shows that this season they can't come out of the whole na Nankasawa dag for the team no. But in tia yet in there. Opening our friend Pochettino. Nenyo teto nkwanche no onye West Ham edwuma na obetima aye nenyo teto nkwanche no hoduru onye Chelsea edwuma no so a obetim na waye honom. But surprisingly West Ham where they are, I don't think this is where West Ham or the way then work kokoda at this point in time. But maybe if they put things right, they can actually come back and prepare themselves to be a mid-table or lower mid-table honom.
Me da se bebre pa what message ne fa 0244 743 0244 743 143. For Jennifer Hobra weekend, the general overview of the weekend actions. And then some doors on Mondays. It's you best kakra. A few minutes where you the best kakra be now for local news now because a bet power Premier League no results ni be no na and said that end. Right, Oskani. My wife finally after some matches, Chelsea are back. Since had 3 defeats on a row. Yeah. Chelsea are back with a victory. They suffered, but 1-0. Pesa game look a na yamra MFC Classico near yamra local news neso. Yeah,
Miss Ruby, yan cheche phone no pay and Chelsea etimating a bridge in so to safre papa efreno Patrick Vieira ne Crystal Palace. No mobile PM no Miss Ruby. One surprising thing I mean who game in him was a lineup after seeing a branch of friend but the shield so Gina Echiro because him being a new signing. But I am because immediately signing a branch of friend Yao Felix, we gave him the nod and I said the faith name man money to me begin. And yesterday what we saw say Chelsea backline they were really in shape. Now Emrantiano Boboni except with a branch of friend Chuku Emeka one sheda enya a flamboyant game. But aside that the positives from the Chelsea setup with about 9 games, including the Chelsea about draw back. You lose as much as 7 games. And with the start, you started with a team my friend Crystal Palace conceding 21 goals and scoring 22 goals. That is Chelsea for you. This season you were just 1 goal per Yetimi Ashe lying on the 10th of the league log with team my friend Liverpool. And next week Saturday you need Liverpool and you with the same points on the league log. The only thing so goals and a BTM. I think Patrick Vieira Rancheno Miss will be almost stepping up their game here. And in the first half, I'll give credit to goalkeeper friend Kepa Arrizabalaga and then goalkeeper friend Vicente Gaita. These 2 goalkeepers were exceptional. We are very, very phenomenal in the game of football. We have point blank saves or mutimi especially with Kepa Arrizabalaga. At least the game could have been a 3-1 in favor of Team IFL Crystal Palace, but he was able to step up his ground and then Otimi Bon Homo. Cry a friend Levy Hall. I think Brantian Air Bobo Yepa at the left side of a defense at the match Chelsea. Utimu the confidence a coach, at the Amano and Chaloba on and off, but some games he gets it correct. Brantian friend Hakim Ziyech, he's been on and off after the World Cup, but sometimes so Omano. They needed a year confidence. Now he's able to step up. Mason Mount had been off for like about 4 games now, but we saw a different Mason Mount yesterday. They really stood up and then they were able to deliver. No Chelsea, they needed 3 points, and I think this can be a lifeline for Chelsea. So Mobe Tima stamping the authority on it and then move ahead in subsequent games. So their next game is coming against a team friend Liverpool, who are also off form. The Chelsea as also form no Etimiaba form no. It we are hoping say Chelsea can capitalize on the win or Munya from team my friend Crystal Palace where team but me should be one thing I watch Chelsea team name, and I think say I say some more is their scoring department, which has been a very big problem because over the likes of Kai Havertz or a branch friend Aubameyang bench now say untimi goals it should tell you that there is a problem with the scoring defense of and I said the scoring attack of Chelsea. It will show a branch friend Kai Havertz in similar chances, especially with his head, but Nina no opema na fa over the bar opema na fanch until that lucky cross from a branch friend Hakim Ziyech Otimia buried the ball at the back of the net. But every win is a win, and some wins are very, very necessary. So we compare your game against Fulham, game my boy, and now say a lot of positives can be gotten from this game, especially with the type of possession and possessive game. No, we should check from Team Efreno. Fulham, your last game, my boy, Chelsea were finding it difficult to penetrate into the midfield and then break the defensive line of Team Efreno. Fulham, but Osha Enra game, now, boy, these guys were solid. They were able to break into the midfield and then the defense of Team Efreno Crystal Palace. Our only problem was not finding the back of the net. What's the problem for Chelsea? It was a ball, no, your balloon and them across the face of goal, waiting for at least a final man to get that final connection. I'm an team but Miss Ruby. All said and done, I think after 9 games at Chelsea, Etimia suffer year pan on the 9th game, they've been able to give the needed win to their supporters. The Porter football, I think gradually.
Hey, it's Kenny. Chelsea bomb against Palestine. What can the other side?
Yeah.
Chelsea boy, be a Porter's boy is coming back in.
I'm not saying me say Porter's ball. No, gradually they are picking it back.
Sir.
Yes, said the Oba.
Based on Sunday game, no.
Yes, who they compare against Fulham. Now all the best game my boy now. Utim said there's been improvement against Fulham. They are passing ball no power more. Half.
Okay.
But against a team my friend Crystal Palace, we are passing the most of the ball in the opposition half.
Okay.
It's no improvement. Also we didn't concede.
All right.
Kepa Arrizabalaga stood up to save Chelsea. Baby and here. Your problems is I can miss Ruby. The final manner or the ball no.
About what's
only Chelsea problem and I think if they can work on it gradually, defensive line there, build the bar. And I think some players are coming off from injury. Branch FN Loftus-Cheek, Yahuso Chima Babi Rem, N'Golo Kante, and then the rest. They are working on the field, and that's how more working our grass. And so we are hoping by the close of this month, all these guys will come on board. And I think, Miss Ruby, we might be seeing a new Chelsea, but top 4 on there. Say the can Omontuoma dream probably an Europa spot or a Conference League spot. And a Chelsea, every team for Miss Ruby.
Medasi Bebre John Osikani Diano is 20 minutes past 7. And Monday and some no so now ebenya the final pick of the day no na yaba local news ne so ne be said ye nyama esi fatie enyama jiguye PG for na call Lucino, PG for because of be twin shop, but the share from Classico no, Tino Fasimano best 9 Classico no we are near the few minutes after PG for no Rene last season they scored them 2-0 into information one less then big news sir. Yeah Classico no.
Ruby and teacher Bibia or monitor show na young wish KB young kasi and KB in there KB in the bed there as all monitor you all the way from Kaswa into Bafo Yakupon Shon on KCA pa our Kaswa and Ruby I say room our Riyadh that is Saudi Arabia and the big game no or as a Otumo Togo that is Real Madrid up against Barcelona and anytime anywhere they meet or an Air Clasico and even it's game in one ball Spain it's still that big game with that big magnitude now or as I was saying Okuhuri pa so game as Otumo started on a very good note and as a players team of Barcelona was what started up now a branch of Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Alex Bardi, Christensen, Jules Koundé, a branch of Arejo in the middle Sergio Busquets, a branch of Frankie de Jong, Gavi, Pedri, Ousmane Dembele, and one arrowhead Nkaye, a branch of Robert Lewandowski, only did the attack was my team of FC Barcelona. On the other hand, Thibaut Courtois, Dani Carvajal, a branch of Eder Militao, Antonio Rudiger, Ferland Mendy, Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, Eduardo Camavinga, Federico Valverde, Karim Benzema, and Vinicius Junior. These are players what the penalty was the two teams in the game. You clearly see that the pattern of game two teams were not as always so different. You clearly see the intensity and the high pressing game team of Barcelona was started the world ball. In the first 20 minutes, now the game was all about FC Barcelona and Madrid were just defending from their back line up to the midfield area. And then there's a try Madrid one team in the moon. You clearly see that as some over the years and still the reality has dawned on team of FC Real Madrid. Market said in this modern day football, say a right back now you want to rely on this right back in the long term future. You wouldn't hoot for a branch of Dani Carvajal. Carvajal born or born from Leverkusen in 2015 but joined Real Madrid. And this time around, Dani Carvajal near the player you can rely on. It's then the share the reality was done on a branch of Dani Carvajal and he was off from the game. And in the midfield, the combo between Eder Militao and Antonio Rudiger was just off. Rudiger had a very poor game, bad game in the in this Abasha. They brought up to the second goal. Oh yeah, that poor pass or come out of fun. Eduardo Camavinga and team of fun FC Barcelona. What more capitalizing on that particular ball up. A branch of Sergio Busquets only pass Zema. A branch of Lewandowski was the final delivery come on Pedri. Only that second goal. So Rudiger was off. And then Militao was just a shadow of himself. It's a come on the back line. Obeonya good game year powers. A branch of fun Thibaut Courtois. He was the main reason why Madrid didn't concede more than 5 goals. And a bright of Ferland Mendy also had a good game. And actually Ferland Mendy, next answer, oh yeah, the kind of pass or releasing now. So Benzema taking the chances on the day and Kabia will be saying a different thing altogether in the NP. So I think that at the back line, it was only a bright of Thibaut Courtois and a bright of Ferland Mendy winning the good game. Look at Modric. You clearly see that this guy is being exhausted. What were a lot of games. In Madrid when you that game plan in there, say too many know na say Camavinga no ball. Aba midfield and no to Benzema, oba be the major if Luka Modric or brain games. In the changes. Na Dani Ceballos not all about be a branch of fan Luka Modric. It clearly tells you that some Modric squad boy it could have been better. So Madrid they should go back to the drawing board. They should go and find a player, go onto the market, one go and play with that replacement for Luka Modric because Luka Modric is about 37 years and only that intensity or that level ni bio. He's a good player but all standard. Ain't to be disputed them facts. But he was just off. I'd rather Camavinga we show time without an that or one of the players that was start the game or struggle here pa. But so if you bench about Otum read the game from behind and over game I think that Otum is change games and that he was just off. Likewise Toni Kroos and I branch of Federico Valverde. Coach of Carlo Ancelotti when Valverde on good in games Otum or that changes in the Champions League final or in the past to come a branch of Vinicius Junior Otum watch that clear cutting goal. Ultimate Madrid will the Champions League, but he's just off. So Madrid don't want to go for it. They need a clinical winger. Onya an invented winger, a clinical winger because in that he was just off and saying the session game on Obana. Now he wanted to be in the midfield even more than even the wide areas. So I think that Madrid should go back to the drawing board and one question. I brought over Vinicius Junior after that racial abusing with Atletico Madrid game. Esha Branton ne confidence level ni aza wa drop down ye ba. I don't know what is the problem, but for me mo le Branton etimodabili banafa because the competition now Eden Hazard ba manu. Coach you can't trust Eden Hazard for him to get games Ebeka Hazard club prove no worth that he's a player over to me shoot. And then you are losing by 3-1. I don't know why Hazard in the few minutes wait one more. He's yet to play the Clasico after joining Real Madrid, and it's so sad on the part of coach Ofan Ancelotti. On the side of Barcelona, I think that they show why they are the champions of the Supercopa de España. Mark Andre ter Stegen, a brand of an Alex Bardi. What a player he is. In the next third runs, at the end of the game, he was the fastest player on the pitch.
Okay.
And actually, the third runs were here, and I think that Ultimo Boy here, Coach Ofan Xavi Hernandez, and they'll show why he won the trophy. Because the Copa this game, one rely on Jordi Alba. One relying on experience or relying on players when over more that intensity. Players they are hungry for success, and I think that's a extra bench of these two teams. You clearly see that now there a cruise cap and a cruise attention because Madrid as Rodrigo, Dani Ceballos, Abraham for Nacho Fernandez and Marco Asensio no change game now. No, on the other hand, they are bringing Rafinha, they are bringing Eric Garcia, they are bringing Frank Kessie, they are bringing Sergio Roberto with Asmani Fati. Clearly tells you that the other team they meant business and on the pitch, and I think that Barcelona was about winning an emphatic 3-1 over Real Madrid. No, a very big victory.
The last season, was it 3.5? 4.
And this season, you're on 3 in the league. Okay. And I think that we to my revenge that good year. But I think that Xavi Hernandez Cruz or is this mentality that whenever they are meeting Madrid, and what was such games. And I think that Obotuma propel one into the coming season. Paris Saint-Germain will lose. And will lose some games. Not forget that Messi is not part of the team. Messi is not part of the team. But Christopher Gaittier, and that they don't have set on him. The team Nakasa, there are a lot of lapses on the team. And then I don't know why Fabian Luis is part of the team. Abrante offer Renato Sanchez is part of the team. Okobo a 16-years-old Emery in that particular game against Rene. And Messi Munyabobio and Okobencha Abrante offer Akim Ashraf and Abrante offer Kylian Mbappe. What show we about never change the place no bra. Or the league and it's just 3 points between I don't know a friend the lens. And I think if you will take time or as about to make it but in the Serie A, AC Milan will a vital away win. They should have won that particular game because everybody against this team. Then watch go to you come back and then everybody restore parity. I think that or a game and also to win it. If you want to catch up Napoli and the kind of pace that Napoli was so concept, better catch one up. You need to win games. And that's a share AS Roma game Nibia. You'll be so happy for Brighton from Paulo Dybala. He needed that games or a team. Over the game will be all about him, and then we need 2 goals for team of an AS Roma. I think that Tammy Abraham and Canon say baby he's not scoring, but he's playing very well. In the two assists in that game, I think that the striker going forward, England should be looking at it because how you can easy.
Medasi bebre pa yam from on an see the general overview of the weekend action. Now weekend games no so soon. Now say ya share no kakra na etiefo a mo petie no aha supporters no obi anya ne share enti no Man U for anya mo share, City anya mo share, Liverpool anya mo share, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, Barcelona, Madrid obi anya ne share. Enti no ya fa e de akosi o ya Moroccan news ne so. Ya ha niam a e call so na wo twa ye wo e best for Premier League ni ma na afoko pie mu so a. Said ya niam akoye e wo chan tournament na se de ma o man Ghana no. Ya mra na medi ho enkomo. But West Man Darling Club did what I wanted by winning the derby match against Man City. That win will make the boys work more this season. Kingsley from Ola. What they are buy no. Good morning, kastlefm. Body coffee from Anthem News site. I'm very happy that my team Barcelona beat Madrid by 3-1 yesterday. We will continue to win the titles, as Iniesta told Xavi. Make sure today my fabulous club Kumasi Sante Kodoko will win. Olu. Third rate and the flower so do the buy a tiki plus taka is equal to goals woto and we are Barcelona. We are waiting for them in the Copa del Rey too. Them go see Shege this season. Red Alkaline from Cape Coast, Basafora Shasie, Kasa. Hello, good morning, champion Miss Ruby. Ghana can't beat Comor Madagascar because of poor leaders or people leading our football. They are destroying the Ghana football. No fears. Tell the truth. I go by the name of Tuga inside Semel. Good morning. Keep up the good air work and greetings to my wife, Rosina Otu from Air Asafra, Johnson from Peshu message no and Arodian and so Eddie Ebaye. And good morning to you, Miss Ruby. The Giants of Spanish football is back again. Falsa Basa, Napo AK Nanake from Atronkwama Yufuano, AM the woman say brim. Miss Ruby, I'm enjoying the program and my greetings to Rebels and Risky Inside Akotoche, where is Ekofiboni. What they buy no West Ham and Everton will okay, my caught up Emransom. Good morning, Miss Ruby and Kastle FM. If Arsenal beat United, the EPL is already won. Congratulations to Napoli for trusting Juventus, and say West Ham and Everton will skip relegation, but Leicester City will join other two teams to relegation. Wow, Mr. Cheeks, what they are on so they are banned. And finally, Barca, we are the Catalan Giants. Okay, Yamra Emedi local news no. Emu enkomo kakra ne hwese de nyema etie eno Ghana etumi anse Madagascar na otumi se abrante ne din ede eye Augustine Randolph besa homachi wana because mistake we de oya abeda no ada ye ba sisi abedi nkomo 31 minutes past 7.
This is our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own, let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own, let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. I don't see a day what dog can want.
Yamra na yɛhwɛ sɛ de anema kɔ yɛnka no nyinaa mmom na yamra ɛno a chan tournament no ɛto dwa Ghana boy first game against Madagascar a group no Morocco ni Sudan Morocco fo no tournament no ne aba ne sɛ ɔmo se enya ade a ɔgyirafo no de ɔmo no ɔmo ɛbɛhyia kra nti no mu nsi krom hɔ kra enti Ghana yɛ boy first game Madagascar yɛn second game we against Sudan na ɛno a Ghana yɛ lucy say ayasɛm sɛ Morocco mobia na say two teams never qualify. Ti Ghana say your calculations so me who dey make calculations no. Say Sudan enko Madagascar na enko Sudan and say if we my bre me to me your calculations way. Adey. Ti echna shene nya 3 wa Lucy. Enti Sudan ko Madagascar. Na wo no Ghana ko Sudan na say e kwa ma so bi nya 3-3 o. Enti no kwampo ehwe ya ho kwa betu ma kire o ba bi sa Ghana dey asem ni. Me dem anti Ghana Lucy 2-1 na ehon wo ho but Ghana Premier League you know eno abechem eche mediama bon 1-0 Kofi Agbesima on the show go no in Swatrema Lagos City so bi an shebi Ken Pfizer 1 Tamale City 0 Samuel Adomantry ne show go no Karala 1 Adriana Star 0 Evans Adomako on the show go no Heart and Samates 0-0 Kotoko Royals Cape Coast 0 Olympics between 2 goals. Back-to-back goals for Branson ni Eddie Ayikwe match day 12 when you go, match day 13 when you go. And a Samuel Shikwe HS a go can Emmanuel 2 more Olympics. Dreams FC 3, RT 1. Ajani Boate Mensah Bo Brace and Aya Husaf Ali making it 3. My Isaku can back-to-back goals but RT for Omulusu game no and so on. Yamaya Dumana and a Kotoko and Subakwakosi Wama kind against ABBN a gold stars and no commano and so no right yeah shy FKK yes I say chana sena yefa and sane for mumra and yehu line up our coach di remu Dr. Ogum Jechie can Sam Kog Nina tactically yani awie no ya boye ya lose game and game no hu say na yemra
oh is that Ulu Sudia a bad game at the mouth. Usha Ghana baby na ya prepare your team no dear fini baby a di kokodru ye. Defeat na bente be me timi a question papa friend na worker. Ebi a obeka say ne call up or and also ne starting 11 for the day and as for the night against a certain Madagascar. Usha team ani about qualification and anye bia unu say team one change ebetimi a effect ye team no amomo performance no aye bad one change ubetimi ama side team kroya so performance no aye very good and I feel say your team na chiro no we had a certain Mohamed Alassane bia ye de ne ball qualifiers and no yes
na bechem a defender na wa hefa mo hwe say house of year Kofo wa African okay so na Kofo nka ho no on na no tie be kakra so Alassane ni ho no
yeah ntisa wo hwa onsa atwe wadwena besi bibi so team na ye the ball qualification no de ben pa na happen ya apart from more to kwan kwa amaro ne bubu kram se be one pe
ena okọ ena mo Hassan ena wa mamobi
wala sa so wa ha
no menim ne ntia wan
so your local player or your local player our club said
but so only club only foreign or I only
there yeah be kono say no club so no has enti no the me pese mfonya ye nya ye ntwa ne say team no na ye solid we qualification your boy ni team na gina na so me na me hu the reason why e wo say mo alasa e free e sa team no pe ne partnership with kunadu omo ba hasa na e bibia ho de but not team a omo adia ball qualification e wo e galaxies no ne ho so omo ye solid na e difficult de mo opponent say omo de ball beto ya tena mu rough and no hwe in the game against Madagascar or de no compare Nigeria ba bi enye ye hwe Nigeria from bro mo bre wa ha a go kro mo anya bi in this defending way etimi defend and I say ye defenders na ye omo boy qualifies na etimi defend against Nigerians against throughout the qualification consider about 3 or 2 goals per now corner do nsa kwakeka na that is the reality for me ye wini e bia nka onya bebre nka because ye can the quality adequate so ubodi na so ye was strong side also against Madagascar yetimi di nya sa victory na say impo a draw na yetimi eboa ye ma ye next game no eye mere formality ade ma bia said ye hwe qualification na se for about 3 team there ba hwe na yakwa akoye 2 ene benya qualification because ye group no na 4 ena bibia kosi because enya sa the number of teams e be qualify ko animo no still e be bibia ho enti bia ye was akonya no probably e bia ye was ye bo pin for nyaji san chiremu na de ba because ye group no na 4 omo ye 3 no na just one team eko nti e bia ye de kwan Morocco afa so akona still ya benya sa 2 slot na no ye addition bia metie no opanyini bia na okeka sa ba ni nyina mu no ye team no hwa against Madagascar ya nchire ho ya wose enya 3 maximum point etwa ya meka say ye team na eni say ka ya system bebre wo hwa ada ukọ wanim kakrampo a up front no there is a certain surage bia na obody mai eni ehu ni performance
sure
during the qualification you will be also about qualification a drew tournament
no to bench atukwe Evans Osewusu one na twetwe Nigeria for twetwe wo mu nyina Tema youth boy no he was on the bench one mobi atukwe amobi
entimi hu enti ebiem defeat ne bad ya ye betimi akade kan because ye hu ye bo qualifies ye hu omo boy ye consistently omo my that very good performances a guarantee a qualification enti esa this was the team ni sa on temper ni sa esa na emani hadwini come on muambo ebi a few changes bi ba ku bi no aba be fam so na me expect say mo alasa pe said ye ka say body defending na e ba no department a omo adwuma no e wo say ye solid na ntiasia na ye adwuma eni so otasesa defense untimi fansa nka ne sa
FKK enka no kra ye squad ye de koyi hwe line up no hwe players some kwenti omo ne de protocol players na midfielders ni poni we num na menhu agadas mo ne we num no aja menim ne ntia ekoba no say ye de sa is the best that we have in Ghana.
Yes, you know so another a question our
I don't think pom bon to ye hu omo adwuna start nti ye hu
enti hu say ban say sometimes qualifiers no obema the young chaps the up and coming ones no and pray bebre amomo abo se bi mu nyaaye enti say oba bewura mu a se aye serious say ke pese ekoje a probably be aye building for the future no kwani what is the future
we
will look at her
future be
ye brana bebre no say ko probably be omo prepare omo for the national team proper which is good for me but if say ka ya adwuni say pese ko performing really well na e ko make statement say the chan competition aye din dia ma say beji bi no ye pese ke kwaje dia the likes of bright ejemo eni say ke jo omo Emmanuel Jemfimo or say ke do omo rovrom any other players like betimi abobo omo din na e do omo rovrom but no for me na bad say ankoba say so ye was 2 slot na we ye group no mu dia eni na exit door na ye dru na
be two pep keke say calculations no Sudan ne Madagascar ankobo
calculation no
omo draw
yeah na kire say Madagascar ye say no betimi a Sudan
na Ghana anko
anase Sudan betimi a Madagascar
o de ye
de omo kire yi
Sudan mpo Madagascar ko bodro mpa wanya 4 what they say 2 day be bet ma qualify Osman minim so be so kakra ho yemra local league
we can create ho no you see then it come back to the question again between ABC and one day what's the state of the Ghana Premier League because in the year kwe yanko for place na fi baby an fambo ya for place over the Ghana Premier League no man kasa na years one kwe so say Kolu sa Madagascar it clearly tells you that the Madagascar league no or better than the Ghana.
No they lose he boy Papa na Ghana for etete.
I was one person I tournament make the technical team what's na bench no they knew the work they were doing but unfortunately for me no on the stage and make the over 2 minutes was stamp no authority. There was a coach at World Cup where you no kwai onko no nkosuazi and the baby na I saw there no any senior and any head coach no otum na worries in come about how a game otum na was say the effect of otum na work no but I really didn't understand the corner Ghana yakwaya the game plan for you to make the game no. That's actually in place in Yamisu, they are very rugged. And when they have the talents, but I should about to now what transit into whatever we are going to call them as, even to meet the international standard. No, honestly, in place won't do well. No wonder I share the releaser FC which was about on Barney now. What kind of boy? He's a good player, but I'm not sure that they are going to really integrate him straight into their first team. He's going to go into the lower ranks, you know. No, yes. I'll start from there. Because honestly, because in the ball you're training, I was never impressed. There are some 2 or 3 players but no 2 no was kakra.
Why?
Maybe I think from David Abagnasak then they just started yes, he was doing well. But to the baby no now no simple he was even off kakra. And then as I share the Augustine Rado, for instance, very strong. Me should be. I don't know, but I'm hoping they be a queen and you know. Never got to that was a
Araho.
But one thing I couldn't understand was I think in your Nigeria, teams are obeying everybody was new to the pitch. Now how come the Ghanaian players in coaching no to form into ABA na every car equipment office and able to na ye blaming because I come match and say be as a grass so on natural so artificial maybe they could have sorted out for a different place able to knock out training into young boys and I think they really suffered maybe the next game no able to know improvement for the Ghana national team
me da se bebre pa yam fa Ghana SMC ya ka se ka once yam try the next game no na yamra yam head yet enra Hearts of Oak lineup no my Henshaw lineup has the boy and has any summer test board. Summer test from hard you. Omo home no here on help Richmond ai Salif Ibrahim Rashid Okan Kaliba Mankwa Jose Roberta Dusowa Eric Keso Amankwa Befi Sabalinkum Gideon Asante Obin Junior. Why are them just when you changes baby am as compared to their last game at the boy no. But still has and to me I'm meaning now. Me name the Heart of Folk summer test. Bono akwakwa 0-0. Go be to me amampo.
I think that about team of the summer test 1996 one about I mean getting an away point what the Accra Sports Stadium. No a very good year pa. Because Heart of Folk will I no complain there. It's because Wobo Cape Coast Sports Stadium and intina win the match needed results. But I send the share the highlights, the footages from the game and you clearly see that Obin Junior and a branch of an Isaac Mensah. So to me, sack a branch of an Junior Kaba. Isaac Mensah, wow, tell what team him. This guy.
Chances not about to go.
Why tell what team more? I don't know why he's still in the team. Say Junior Kaba, a sacking based on the last 6 months, and last 6 months, the performance will show Zamo. There on 2 Michelle goes into the sack now. How many years now Isaac Mensah do this team? He has been there for time immemorial. And he is not performing. He has never performed.
This is some body man chances
he has never performed.
This is was starting on one of the neighbor.
So it clearly tells you that say to me sack Junior Kaba mo come obi an kan wo hwe obi
an. He
should leave. That time he also what terminate the contract. I don't know. Oh na Ruby na am say terminate obi contract. So yes, somebody no FTK somebody oba kroma hade but no acclimatize with the system. Our league. Just 6 months. As happen because on two bombo. But Heart of Folk for one thing, on your boy side. Heart of Folk statement or the boy he's not performing. Based on no performance, strike on 2 Michelle goals. But Isaac Mensah could do Obin Junior. After Obin Junior said them 13 goals. And he's the bill. Isaac Mensah one name team wow, but about the man. He's still in this team. I think that say to me oh, let's say Kwaka or friend Ashama Messi. Now, but woman. Chances, Ruby.
Watching. I'm saying that to send them from Heart of Folk.
The last game was boy against the Man City. He has seen Ochi. Ebia humble line or Fabia on Kanuka. This guy, No, what's that junior cab? I them confusing. What was that going to come? Because these are guys that Ruby for me. I think that on one performance no will put up and I as will form year pa. Maybe they will definitely go back to drawing board, come back. But this kind of players are what boy say CI. Between these two players, one man's money as will form year pa. I can't work there. One players walk Chan. But Ruby register more than 25 players for this calendar year. I'm if that guy to also up in the game or a fine talent or a two road. I mean playing the Ghana Premier League. Actually the kind of games what the lower divisions are that about four top now. Or then the performance no Mankasam Benjamin York. Sometimes he's off, sometimes he's not off. But between Kojo Obin Jr. and a branch of fan Isaac Mensah, says Sak Junior Kaba.
But coach now be mu blaming for not starting Linda Bermuna na me food be fa the boss.
That guy
Linda is very good.
There's another guy.
Otanga.
Yes.
Otanga. I don't know why.
Very good players.
The coaching.
Very good players. But there or introduce one but still a team elbow and Eric is one they are struggling and say the best out of Abrante of fun. Di Maria on your midfielders are well boogie in the midfield. I think that's a beginning performance. You won with Emmanuel Nete and Abrante Wafano. This other guy. Emmanuel Nete na
Ansabo train time on.
Ansabo train there's a futukote. No, that was the time and you the flair of Di Maria. Yes, so the best out of Di Maria, Ebolinda and the other guy now. I think that yes, Otanga na be free Abrante of fun. Di Maria and we create a lot of spaces that I'm hard to folk. On that bad. But Sak Junior Kaba.
Isaac Mensah Junior
and Isaac.
Yes, because the last time I coach and Thompson. How many lucky quality
team no.
Okay.
Who's a quality of film no and your quality. How are not consistent with the team? We more guys have you know obebo mudi e bia game bi o mo abo mo hunso there, but the experience and also that character o de be ba a very good consistent you know. And no more like he says here.
Wow, I'm boy no ball na say.
Yeah, no anko. Watch your game.
Games ni na. Obeju na Isaac Mensah mu nyina na how can new players no.
Mensah mo there say we mu ho Isaac Mensah no obo. Obeju ni ani we wo mo na na ebo.
Oh okay.
Enyom na na ebo. Na me ka say we mu ho say you say has 5 teams say 6 Caleb Kranso nka ho.
Any more dey say ban na ebo ba Isaac Mensah na ebo.
Now omo go no ha na na ehye. Ode yi ban na efrim say ban na ansha ho na na ehye mo. You Caleb Nancy ye about 3 consecutive games.
It's no chances now must say no yan can say me
who jina one game so na dia kan but the Americans what ya say
Obin Junior na Isaac Mensah
me say who jina just a game na dia ka say lack of quality no person bet ya say free baby am me free ba as for a lack of quality because omonya 5 consistent players are on any day over start omo abo
okay
omuni ho and I'm say young chaps na be ro mo body but sa de bia week omo dey sa consistent play no be man omo mfa maw enti wo kan no a omo blast chances ne there but ne say kotokofo so kresu
okay right yeah has for be soon there but so be ko game ne be ma clear cut chance na be blast FKK my am blast abi Obin Junior mo ba no ani ho obehye ho na onya ball Paul na be to atwene there ye be blast but Oscar ni quick one Adriana Stars league leaders Omo ekwa drop point to Karela United. Yanko Adriana Stars Adriana Stars Lucy.
Yeah, Miss Ruby.
Somehow Adriana Stars, Omo to Karela.
Yeah, somehow I think Sena a gamer they should have really taken up their chances now and you're bit kind because if you're playing against a Liga, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Ediwechi, and then you have the likes of Accra Hearts of Folk, Ediwechi, you don't lose this type of games. Yes, to Karela, and we were expecting, but also most of the times, you know, so Obi travel kwa where. A problem the more, but here again as well. This season, they've really shown some kind of a glimpse. They say, because here more mediama, share mediama with Olympics, or the Olympics a chica form. So we were expecting at least against Karela, not Omubetimia stampy or more authority because just and they say Kumasi and Teko take more chances. Not Omu renew game to be just a point between Omo and Asante Kotoko, and then it's 3 points between Omo and Accra Hearts of Folk, which is just one game. Miss Ruby, I was expecting them to do something. This
at least
season,
a draw cry.
Yes, Osha Karela team now. Omo we need just 4 matches. Omo lose 5 matches with just 16 points. The annual match no crab can one. Omo we need Omo just 13 points. And Omo team clinch the 3 maximum.
Is Omo relegation zone?
Yes, Omo Etimefi relegation zone. But Miss Ruby, I think say Adriana should have put up an impressive performance because you heard games on my ball, subsequent games on my ball, and then your mom team put you up. We thought say no bit but still not encouraged. But having Mensah and even Bechem United,
about 20 points.
Yes, almost about 20 points. We had league log no so first for no a very very cagey encounter at the moment.
24, 21, 2020.
Which Asante Kotoko and then only baby
Ghana League.
Yes, also airborne. Which anything can happen in that.
Yeah, but we have a Kotoko game. No one said.
Adriana or Moyama Kofon says if from here Vima no more banane hope ana be brina ye what the mom say be this season. Adriana beat maybe, but let's hope for the best. If you are in the league with Kotoko and has behind you, I am not told us our pressure no. Also.
Mama for course neka kraba. West Liverpool needs new midfielders. Because the midfield is very weak. Very weak. They need midfielders. Omu team nimu. And good morning, Miss Shubi, to you and your crew. A very fantastic match. Osebasa in this season, Madrid will smell pepper. And greetings to my friends. Futuman Pon, Wilfred Douglas, Odohene, and I do the Anifra where they buy. Good morning, Miss Shubi and the entire crew. You guys are doing a fantastic job this morning. Indifference in football doesn't mean just follow the ball. They know whether Rashford interfered or not. 2 questions must be answered here. Did Rashford touch the ball? Did Rashford prevent any of the closest players of the opponent from getting the ball? Now Rashford didn't touch the ball. He didn't prevent anyone. Then it's a clean goal for them. Right. Any of our message I already about. I'm for course no 0244 408 046 0244 408 046 0244 408 354. Mama found my first caller. I say good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss.
Me pachodin baby or free and free.
But if I'm easy, because I was my rubber for
Isaac, you pacho yet you.
Miss, we can do them a ginger because for the first time, it's me. I just collect a year. The boys having a man to have a super. And at the weekend, as not winning, and I in fact have to put a check. I can touch a put me. Wouldn't mean next year only come at the same more draw now when yet over the league. But Miss didn't see again saying, boys, I'm watching every
yeah, but someone said,
I'll get one of them. In fact, that time I say, you're putting on fan or with me a bench, Kotoko, but I fear Banner, I talk a can home because I'm not fear Banner. Yes, she will give me.
Good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, sorry,
yeah, Miss Ruby.
Me pacho yet you.
Miss Ruby, Ghana leg, the teams you was scouting for one.
Yeah, I was scouting to happen.
Hey, the house, yes, scout one day, Yakura. Now, or be junior, Nazik means a W town or Yeno, Yabo Africa or Yeno. Well, Fonse, not 3 months now, pay Maya. We said, Banya, we are can't strike up, Banya, at the danger or your
FKK. What's a scout? No more nyadi. I'll be doing your money with my man's catch me. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Boboski.
Miss Ruby.
Bobo, it's you.
Miss Ruby had a minute shouting to you. Yes, sir. Kim Womu, young couple. And Doctor Abuchiba, Ninka, you for one Karina Wabaha. All open with your mama, Abojina Cotedoye. It's the open on your person, Wajima Mana. In fact, I'm the ball in your chance to burn no yet. I bet the place no come at the one. Yes, then you will continue say to was Bama Wajina got him why one catcher and you would now continue or here. Not only to them.
But that's a baby. I admire you about anybody division 1 leg in the home community and a pay your brain to me and Raho. Minim say Shark say Lucia, Dwarfs and Sono, and Shadan Koye. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Me pachodin baby or free.
But the Paul is
Paul, yet here and pay.
Miss Ruby, in fact, another Ghana blood allergy. Yes, you have players here. Miss Ruby, in fact, offering him park your ball with you. Oh, this is the reason why you're quite if you have park or hobble. No, in fact, what's your at all? The Abaka be a born for your movie crowd. Abaka born for your movie. Because the Ghana you're parking on yet. It's already your common and I have a couple of ball out in the Navy. Can the boy when they meet them as a
Right, me that's baby pa. Good morning. Me pa chodin baby o free and free. Me pa cho yeti o. Online break pa yanto onka ye kra. Mempasa obe we but still online breaking to mo dey understand ebre biem na yenko ye nim. Good morning.
Good morning,
me pa chodin baby o free and free. Oh, I'm past sister Trey o.
Miss Ruby. Ma chedu o me beje.
Eh, dema.
Enjo, malenda mi wo mutu kwanta afi wa mama akoko mi ti chat so o.
Matthew Atre, good morning.
Good morning.
Me pa chodin baby o free and free.
Okay, I feel you mama.
Me pa cheti o say.
Miss Ruby has a formal performance and so new cry. Only so much. Senators scoreboard draw. Well to me alcohol. Kuma finishing face and look at a cabo abodro. Aba class abodro or my yard. And so Usha and the boy Kotokobo can make a mere sanity.
Me that's baby Papa ko wini amon kwada top. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Come Sheni.
Miss Ruby commissioning.
Me ba cho yeti o no pay.
Miss Ruby. Eroko tournament like this. Eroko chan. Na ka fu players sun kuti bayan sasa zuka. Obe ya mo. Wa wasu team ni ye. Ne sho mo players we dey ku chan wo. Miss Ruby. Lot ya ba ku ka ke yamma wana na da chan gara. Wo mu fie ne yan ya.
Me da say good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Miss Ruby.
Uncle John.
Yeah, Uncle John ni.
Me pa cho yeti o say.
Because free.
Hola.
But Miss Ruby, we dey ka me to say me can say. Accra has to folk. Yenye boni bia. Say any ya players. Ye devotee players they are called local blaster. Na yenye mumu ye ho kire. Miss Ruby sadi we ko te no hefa. No, we will be catching say across the folk in quality. Quality now, you need to free.
Okay.
What for 5 key players in the court? Who else on the category in quality? This will be.
All right.
I don't want to blame anybody. But the GF and the Mekos will blame. Now, and Miss Ruby, she said that the case has been settled already. Miss Ruby. Accra has to folk Echo Super Cup. Now, so being top teams for Ghana, no be book to Kodino, Hamis,
Me da si baby Uncle John. Good morning.
Good morning.
Me pa chodin baby o free and free.
Mr. Sam Kesefi, Elmina Abna.
Me pa cho yeti o say.
Me pacho ene da ball Ghana boy pa. They say Ghana. You ni paka. I say you play si pa ball one baby. Na Madagascar one ababutu one by na wutum one name park in Ghana. Kakari atro kakada say you go keep ball what is any goal abe. Oh, Debbie. One time you pack on ye manyan.
Me da si bebre pa Mr. Ansa otimi asem no ahya osuye pa de Ghana for ye ne de. Oskani Ghana ball na pese o kan ho asem ketua bia.
Yeah, Miss Ruby.
Na de na ha ye no.
You see, eno de meme hu ye ne one pitch. Meme hu ni say ye ni quality pitch we krom ha. Iti boys ni konya quality pitch omugina so no. Eno kan hu bi na no more sleepy. 2, coach ni tactics on the day he got a lot of things wrong. Kofi Koji on the bench. We needed a striker at a certain point. Jonati Atikwe was on the bench. Abranche Feni Suraj time adini bemuno. No senko bemuntem. And then that blaster from Augustine Randolph, but any fault. He had a very good game. So Ujina pitch are familiar to her. And yesterday's game showed us ye league, baby ye league, Ejina. Because last Madagascar are familiar to the pitch, but omo bought good on quality football.
All right, Yamrana so pa. Hi, Miss Ruby. Last Friday you asked us Kenya about the Classico. Or say Mena was say hey. But what to me say friend say nab na kan they are hate for Messi and Barcelona are so real. Sylvester I am nap and I can't say Nadia or met me a show. Yamana said you will see. Kwame T tell you I will say good morning, Miss Shubi. I like your hairstyle. Okay, thank you very much. Anyway, with the champ tournament, the value of the team is a true reflection of our league. Okay, substandard. Ajiagu. Kwame T tell you what they buy. Nicholas Kwesi Joseph say good morning, Miss Ruby. I'm listening to you guys inside St. Nicholas Anglican JHS staff. Keep up the good work. My shout out to my lovely child, Fua Adepa Davidson. And the mother Mabel na Jesse inside Pedu. Yet was a bebre person of Pewaje Bena on the entire. Yen share ye 12:30 to 1:30. A local news ya deba. Ebusian dwarfs and sharks. Born on board division 1 in yet. You better remember for any penny for Edding come up and near my coso. I was sad 2 teams swim. Kastle in the morning at 12 so medin at the mess. Ruby Adams, Otabida phone and can we show you so Aqua Dam or they could PM live on Facebook. Yakramunina, bye bye.
Sabarma Royal Awards is here again.